Indonesia has more than 300 volcanoes, with 49 of them still active. Smoking, brooding Mount Bromo has a magnificent setting in the spectacular Tengah caldera, the huge crater of an ancient volcano in East Java. Although almost on the equator, it is really cold at 4 AM at 6,000 foot high Semeru. Our drivers jokingly squabble over a blanket as they warm up our four-wheel drive to visit Bromo at dawn. It's a little warmer inside as we gather to board our vehicles. It is 19 kilometres from Semeru to Bromo, on a narrow mountain road climbing all the way to the rim of the caldera. The road was quite broken up in places. A brief glimpse of approaching dawn at the end of the road. We stumble in darkness to the rim of the Tengah caldera, 2,600 metres or 8,500 feet high. No wonder it is cold. There are strange lights in the darkness below as early visitors climb Mount Bromo. Improving light reveals the caldera filled with pre-dawn cloud and, of course, magnificent Mount Bromo. Java's highest mountain, 3,700 metres or 12,500 feet high, Mount Semeru looms behind Bromo. It emits a huge belch of smoke every 15 minutes, with occasional hot ash and solid chunks of lava. Twice this century, a violent eruption has destroyed life and property on its slopes. Wonderful Bromo. The sun has now fully risen above the cloud in the east to bathe the caldera and Bromo in wonderful, ever-changing light. Right on cue, Semeru has built its huge cloud of smoke and poisonous gases. And there it is, a huge cloud of gas above the distant peak. The tiny Tengahese village of Lawang Sayar perches on the caldera rim, only 3 kilometres from Bromo. But it is now time to descend into the caldera, cross the sea of sand and climb Bromo itself. A halfway stop gives a superb view of the vast caldera and the cloud now slowly evaporating as the sun rises. A four-wheel drive travels beneath the cloud across the sea of sand towards Bromo. With Mount Batok and Mount Leeder ridged from top to base like giant lemon squeezes, they provide a very spectacular backdrop. But away we go. The road down is really steep and quite perilous. Look at it there. Really steep now.
Like we go to the Disneyland. Roller coaster,
That was a bit hairy. It's a bumpy trip across the sea of sand. Into the cloud, out again, and this is where we park. We can't drive any further. The next part of the ascent of Bromo is on horseback. Strong Asian horses used to the thin air at this altitude. Onto the horses and up we go, off again. We are now at the foot of the staircase with 256 steep concrete steps right to the crater's edge. And the wonderful caldera beyond. It is hard going to this altitude, more than 8,000 feet, but the reward is a breathtaking view of the smoking lava crust. There it is, quite thin and belching smoke, and there is also a strong sulphurous gas smell from burning sulphur fumarole in the thin crust. And wonderful views from the rim. Below, the horses wait, and further below, the four-wheel drives and the horse yards, and the vast sea of sand stretches away to the caldera's rim. The silent majesty of the crater is quite compelling and a little awesome, and the shadow of the smoke cast on the crater rim shows how dangerous it could be. It is much easier going down the steps. Either our horses for the trip down the four-wheel drive.
Oh, thank you.
It was a steep ride down on the horses. And at the foot of the slope, we dismount and have a last reluctant farewell to magical Mount Bromo. Across the fierce sand, up the steep side of the caldera, and it's now 8 AM and breakfast awaits us back at Semeru. Semeru at last, and we are really ready for our breakfast. Bromo cottages are set in an idyllic spot. Beautiful tropical setting, and everywhere one looks there seem to be more and more volcanoes all around us, many of them smoking. The fields below are fertile from the volcanic soil. All the time, smoking volcanoes loom above, but this one is no match for the sheer majesty of magnificent Mount Bromo.